Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Sharif Silmi with the Shaparelli Law Group, IMI Law Help. I want to talk to you a little bit today about what it takes to put forth a successful EB1A petition. That is a petition for an individual of extraordinary ability and talent. Before I get into that, I just want to read to you from a report that was issued yesterday or the day before from the group called FAIR. It goes by the acronym FAIR. The Federation for American Immigration and Reform is a far right-wing group that is closely aligned with the views of the incoming Trump administration. It says, quote, "This nation needs to implement a merit-based immigration system and end family chain immigration. As it now operates, our immigration system is based on nepotism. We admit immigrants who already have family members in the country. We do not make immigration decisions based on whether or not an immigrant can contribute to our economy or has some remarkable talent that would benefit the nation. In 2013, only 7% of green cards issued were skills-based." So one may infer from this report and from other information that's been going out, you can also check out our previous videos, that there is going to be a crackdown on many different forms of family-based immigration, but there will possibly be an uptick in skill or employment-based immigration, especially those based on individuals of extraordinary ability. So I just want to talk to you and transition into what I believe will be a successful formula and has proven to be a successful formula for getting an approval in the EB1A category. And basically, it's a three-part analysis. Most of the time that folks are putting forth their petitions these days, they are looking at the criteria and seeing that there are 10 criteria that the regulations lay out, and they say, how do I meet, and they see that basically it says that in order to qualify, one must meet 3 of the 10 categories. And we can go through those, and I will go through those, but I want to make a point that that is not how you succeed in achieving a successful result to an EB1A petition. Rather, there is a 3-part approach that I will go through now that one must meet. And meeting the 10 criteria is one of those 3 categories, one of those 3 criteria that you go through. So, first, my recommendation is that one starts by demonstrating that their presence in the United States will substantially benefit prospectively the United States of America. This is a very broad analysis, but one must, and a skilled attorney can do this, can look at the applicant and determine how that person is able to meet that they will prospectively benefit the United States. Let's take, for example, a person that works as an engineer in the petroleum industry. So if that person is a successful applicant, one must demonstrate how they are going to benefit the United States. Is their ability as an engineer going to create jobs in the United States? Is it going to create wealth in the United States? Is it going to uncover untapped resources in the United States? There are many different ways, and this is true of every type of profession, that one can extract from that person's skill and ability ways in which they will be benefiting prospectively the United States. And again, a skilled practitioner can see through the lines, can see through a person's CV, resume, and experience, and extract the ways in which that person may prospectively benefit the United States. Now remember, that is number 1. Number 2 is whether the person will continue to work in their field of endeavor in the United States. And this is often overlooked, and it needlessly overlooked actually, because it's very easy to demonstrate. So if let's take the same individual that's a petroleum engineer, we need to establish and make clear through documented evidence, through argument, through information, that this person is going to remain in the United States, not to go open a 7-Eleven, not to go and become an actor in Hollywood, No, this person is going to remain in the United States to continue in her field of endeavor. So they will have offer letters from companies that say, "Dear so-and-so, if you're going to remain in the U.S., please, come meet us. We want to hire you. We think you're a wonderful human being and that you're extremely talented, and we want you to be part of our team and for you to continue to work as an engineer in the United States for our company." That's one example. There's other ways to do this. Again, a skilled attorney will be able to figure this out. The third area is, I would argue, the most important still, but it's often the only area that people submit evidence for, and that is resulting in rejections. So if you want to be successful, you start at number one. How do I substantially benefit prospectively the United States? Number two, do I seek to remain permanently in the United States to work in my field of endeavor? Then, number three, I am demonstrating that I have sustained a claim and recognition of achievement in my field of endeavor. That is where we go through the 10 categories, and I'll go through those now and talk to you a little bit about some of them. First, have I received national or international prizes or awards? Okay, you got an award, a scholarship in school. Congratulations, it helped you through school. We don't care. What matters is that you have awards related to your profession that are from a professional, meritorious-based award, and that it's has some weight to it. It's nationally or internationally recognized. Number two, am I a member of an association which requires outstanding achievements of its members? So if you're an engineer, there's all kinds of groups out there that take engineers, and don't think for a moment that it's not meritorious for one to be, for example, the American Federation of engineers. Okay, you might think, oh, but I'm an engineer and I fill out a form and I send a check, and so it's not qualified. No, it does qualify, because your average Joe out there is not an engineer, and it does take ability and skill and effort to qualify for these organizations. So the fact that you're a member of them should be highlighted, and the importance of should be extracted and brought forth in the correct manner. The third way is there material published about me in the media? It could be international media. It could be something that was presented on a newscast or through some other means. Maybe you're part of a team that was in the media. So these things need to be looked at in detail and carefully to see whether or not those issues may be presented. The fourth is, have I been a part of a panel that's judged the work of others? So have you reviewed articles for, scholarly articles? Have you reviewed other people through your employment? And there are various ways you can meet this category. Do I have any major original scientific achievements or athletic achievements, or any kind of achievement related to your business or related to your area of endeavor? The sixth area is, do I have any scholarly articles written? So this is a very popular one. If you have a scholarly article, it's been published, we bring that up and we want to show all of those articles. If you're an artist, has my work been presented in an exhibition or showcased? And remember, these categories can be changed. So if, for instance, this idea that an artistic exhibition, has my work been demonstrated at an artistic exhibition? Well, I'm not an artist. Many of you are not artists. So how can we use this category to apply it to something that that is, for instance, related to engineering? Well, what do we do here? Okay, what have you done in your career? What have you done in your life? Where have you done something that you've displayed or that you've presented to others and they've given you feedback? All of a sudden, we've created a new category out of nowhere. So there are things that are analogous that could be used in this category, even though it's not specifically intended for someone that may not be an artist. The other area is, are you employed in a critical, essential capacity for an organization of distinguished reputation? So, for instance, do you work for an important hospital? Do you work for an important company? Do you work for an important academic institution? So how do you demonstrate that you're employed in an essential capacity for a distinguished organization? If you're out there and you think that the company you work for may or may not be something that is deemed a distinguished reputation, reach out to an attorney and have them give you an analysis. Have them give you, basically look at your companies, look at where you are, your role in that company, and determine whether or not this criteria applies to you. Do you command a high salary in relation to others? And do you have commercial success in the performing arts, or this talks about box office receipts and music. But again, if that doesn't apply to you, don't worry, it could be moved over. Point being that it's not just about meeting 3 of these 10 categories. The point, you should shoot for many more. The point is that meeting 3 of these 10 categories is part of an overall petition. So for instance, if we're going to go by Roman numerals, Roman numeral 1, how do I substantially benefit the U.S. prospectively? Roman numeral 2, how do I seek to remain in the U.S. to continue in my field of endeavor? Roman numeral number 3, demonstrate sustained acclaim in my field of endeavor. Roman numeral number 3, number 1, have I received an award? Number 2, have I been a member of an association, etc., etc. You get my point. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is meant for education purposes. Do not rely on it or to make a legal determination or fail to make a legal determination. Do not act or fail to act solely based on the information provided in this video. If you want to contact us, feel free to do so. My email is sharif@perellilaw.com, sharif@perelly law.com. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.